Der auf mir singt, der wird ein Wolken.
Teammates.
The old teammates.
Old teammates. Getting on the team came about, I was riding, while growing up in Canada, I got on the Canadian distribution through Time Bomb for Etnies, so they were hooking me up for several years through that. And then on my first trip to California, I met up with Rooftop, who was the team manager at the time for Etnies Direct, and he expressed interest in maybe getting on the American team, and they actually had worked out a deal with Time Bomb after that to Etnies Direct. The team at the time, I mean, from the first team of, Castillo and Rooftop and what those guys were doing, and the team just got better and better. And I think that it was the team to be on, and I think that really did set it apart. Just the aesthetic and just, I don't know what it was. Like it had what you wanted to be a part of, like what that was, it wasn't, you can't put your finger on, but you knew you wanted to be a part of it. At the time, there was a lot of other skate shoe brands involved, and I think what set Etnies apart for me was just the team, just from the inception of the team, and to watch it grow. And even just the fun of the sticker, having that on your bike, like you'd see the team and you're like, I need to have that on the bike. Like it just had that thing, like the thing you wanted to be a part of, Etnies team always felt special to me, just like the friendship I had with everybody. Me and Rooftop became good friends through that, and that's a friendship that still holds up today. And didn't always see each other all the time, but when we did, always picked up right where you left off, and it's just good times. Mega Tour 2 had some standout moments for me, just for the people that were involved. I got to spend some time with Terada that I hadn't spent much time with before that, so that was really cool. And Povo was TM at the time, so we were playing a lot of pranks on him and stuff. So a lot of that stands out to me. It was a pretty good time. When I first heard about the cover with the dog, I thought, well, we were shooting the interview, so obviously you're always hoping that you're going to get a cover, but at the same time, it's a pretty coveted spot. So, and when I first heard that it was me and my dog, I thought they were fucking with me for sure, So, because I mean, who would do that, right? But yeah, when I saw it, I was in disbelief, because I feel more people remember that than any trick I could possibly be doing on the cover. So, I love it.
The Jason Enns one is probably like, just because it was so dig-like, that they would fucking run a photo of Jason and his dog on the cover.
I'd love that Jason Enns cover with him and his dog. I just think that's just such a rad photo, and it looked really great on the cover.
One of my favorite pictures that I had in Dig from my interview issue, and it's airing the barriers downtown Vancouver, and like when they're like no Quikrete or anything, and just the city in the background and everything, and feel good when I look at it. That was just a cool time in Vancouver, and kind of sums it all up in one pic. Dig to me, just had a different narrative than a lot of the other magazines did at the time. Like, just from the presentation to the content, for lack of a better word, it felt less corporate. just had a more authentic feel to it. I could relate to it more, maybe, the content than some of the, the contests and stuff. It was never really covered. I mean, it did cover it, but it wasn't like the main focus or anything. It was just more the riding bikes with your friends that was so relatable. The way they presented that, There definitely seemed like a kinship between Etnies' team and Dig at the time. The team had the same feel that the magazine did, so they just kind of seemed to mesh well, I think it resonated well with people because it was just, most of the time you're filming, it was just us riding together and more filming that than going out filming. So I think that's always relatable to people when you're a viewer. It's just back to the fundamental of friends having fun on bikes,
I've never seen a horse on a ramp before.
So we just got to get that plugged in and we need pool balls again.
Now you just want me to stand there.
Yeah, I did. You guys are all yellow and stuff. It's just yellow.